name is Dr. Adebisi Otuba. To answer that question, I want us to have understanding of the kind of leadership that are in the world. There are just two of them. The first one that had been from the inception, from the time immemorial and from the foundation of the world is what we call the theocratic leadership, whereby a subject of God, a priest, a prophet, a pastor, a man of God is given the authority to rule over mankind. The second kind of leadership that is in the world today, even the Bible has record of it, is what we call the democratic leadership, in which case people choose leader for themselves to do what they desire or what they want. But unfortunately, God is not in support of democracy, because the will of God for his creations is to rule over them. The book of 1 Samuel chapter 8 tells us more about this. In the book of 1 Samuel chapter 8 verse 7, the people, the elders and the people of Israel, they were frustrated by the leadership of the children of prophet Samuel. So they went to him and told him that they wanted a leader from within themselves, like other nations around them. And they wanted that by democracy. Prophet Samuel took the case to God, and God told him that he should answer them, should give them what they wanted. That by giving them, they have not rejected Prophet Samuel, but they have rejected God. That simply means that democracy is in a way, or it is a form of rejection of God's leadership over mankind. So by so doing, we just have to understand the fact that God does not support democracy, and that is why we are having problems in all countries today, where democracy is at the ends of the affair. Yes, Christians are supposed to participate in it, because if we have to go by what happened to Jesus Christ when he lived on earth with mankind. In the book of Matthew chapter 22 verse 16, the leaders and the Pharisees have come together. They wanted to kill Jesus Christ because it was getting too much of Jesus Christ according to them. He was performing too many miracles and he was taking their membership. So they wanted a case against him. So they called the tax collectors in the land and told them to go and question Jesus Christ if Christians of that time were to pay tax to government or not. These people came and Jesus Christ told them that with what you are going to pay the tax, what do you have? What whose picture is on the money with which you are going to pay the tax, and whose inscription is on the currency? And they answered him correctly that the picture that is on the currency is Caesar's picture, and so also the inscription are Caesar's inscriptions. So he told them that they should give Caesar what belongs to Caesar and give God what belongs to God. What that simply means is that, but the fact that we are not of the world, according to the book of John chapter 15 verse 19. But before, we live in this world, and we want to live in this world peacefully and without having problems with the people of the world. We have to do what requires of us. If election is the talk of the day, Christians are supposed to partake in it. Though it is not the will of God, but for the fact that participation does not make a Christian to commit sin, then a Christian should participate in it. As I said earlier, because we are in this world and we don't want to cause much problem for ourselves. Because the leadership that will be elected into office is going to be for the just and the unjust. The just must participate so that they don't have cause to regret. Like I said the other time, it may not be the will of God for us to be involved in election, but it's not a sin. Just as fasting is a will of God, but for the fact that you don't fast does not mean that you're not going to make heaven. So also, being part of election may not hinder one from entering heaven, may not take one's salvation away. So therefore, Christians are supposed to participate. I want to advise that Christians that have come to the age of casting votes should get their PVC if they are registered and come out en masse on the day of election to cast their vote to the right person so that they don't have cause to regret. We are in this world together and we are going to live in this world together. So whatever happens to the unjust will definitely affect the just.